Former Republican Congressman David Jolly, Republican congressman from Florida, made a great point on the Chris Hayes show, and he articulated exactly what Republicans represent now, what the Republican Party is all about, what the platform is that they're going to run against. They're not going to run against the budget deficits. They're not going to run against the huge debt. They're not going to run against supposedly fiscal responsibility, something that nobody can ever accuse them of accomplishing or attempting to accomplish. None of that. Nothing that actually makes sense. They're not campaigning on infrastructure. They're not campaigning on doing things to help Americans, right? They're campaigning against their major things. Guns. Democrats are trying to take. I tell you what, let's go ahead and listen to Jolly, and then we'll take it on the other side. I want you to check this out, and then we'll take it on the other side.
But the other thing to me, David, is on this election security thing, which isn't even an issue. It's not an issue. But I have noted that is now an issue. If you go on YouTube and you watch Republican candidates in 2022, that's one of the 3 or 4 bullet points is election security.
Yeah, because, Chris, you have to think like a Republican, okay, for just a moment. Republicans don't care about your public health. They don't actually care about election integrity. They don't actually care about the abortion issue. What they care about is winning elections. And what they know is that to win elections, you have to focus on wedge issues that we consider high intensity, low information, right? Elections are not going to be decided over the nuances of our policy in Afghanistan, over fuel standards for vehicles. They're decided on these high intensity, low information wedge issues. So on abortion, Republicans don't want you to have access to them. On guns, Republicans want you to have it. They're going to tell you Democrats want to take it away. On COVID, Republicans are for your freedom. And on elections, Republicans don't want black and brown people voting because it hurts Republicans' chances to win. And that's it. That's all they're selling. And the thread that keeps all that together is the demonization of the left, and that Democrats are the evil actors that are going to disrupt those wedge issues for you.
And that's what it's all about. But before I continue with the program, I just want to say, for those of you who like our videos, please go ahead and click on that up there and become a subscriber, become a member of what we call the PDR Posse. Because you know what? In order to continue doing this, we need your support. But anyhow, this is very, very important. Democrats are constantly worried right now about losing 2022. And I am sitting here in very red Texas, and I see the issues in Harris County, a blue district, but I also see it in Jefferson County, in Wilmington County, Washington County, which are red. And I see places where the things Democrats support, they can go over there and sell, not to ask these Republicans to become Democrats, but to ask these Republicans to hold their nose and vote in their interests, keep their republicanism. Just vote for the people in that support what they need right now. Because here's the deal. As Jolly said, they're running on guns. They're lying about Democrats taking away your guns. We're not doing that. They're lying about they want to force women into the Taliban domain. We are going to control your body. We're going to control all of this. Most Republicans are not there either. They want to talk about freedom. Freedom to what? Die? Not wear a mask or an injection? We don't even have to go there. We just have to go there and tell them we are for you. We want to support you and ensure that you stay healthy. And election security. All these people know the election is really secure. But you know what? Even if they don't think it is secure, go out and tell them that we will make sure the election is secure as well. But here's the deal. And I spoke to a former candidate for Texas Senate a few days ago, and I said, look, one of the problems we have is we cede the rural areas to Republicans. During this COVID pandemic, hospitals that are closed in the rural areas, hospitals that are overloaded in the rural areas, hospitals that are incapable in the rural areas are in that state because of their representatives supporting that type of health care. We can go out there. We don't have to talk about Medicare for all. We don't even have to talk about we just have to talk about The policies they support close the hospital. Do you want your hospital? What they're supporting will not give you the hospital. We will give you a hospital. So why aren't Democrats, and like I said in my title, we need to lean in to what we believe in. Because what we believe in is what all Americans want. Lean into what we believe in. Go into Brenham, Texas. Go into Yoakum, Texas. Go into Giddens, Texas. And start talking to these people. I'm not talking about ceding it to Republicans. I'm talking about going and say, don't like me. I'm not asking you to like me. I am not asking you to become a Democrat. I'm not asking you to become a progressive. But I want to give you a hospital. But I want to make sure you have doctors. But I want to make sure your farm is successful by not giving the subsidies to ADM, but giving you the subsidies. I want to do this for you to get your vote. I want to earn your vote. I'm not trying to change who you are. I want to earn your vote. We don't do that. I saw Bernie Sanders going into Indiana. He got 2,500 people to come out. We need to engage and not assume. When people talk a whole lot about those people in the elite towers, right? We cannot give them that running game. We have to get down to their level. We have to engage them. And people will say, oh, but they're going to throw stones at us, or they're going to call us you old libtards or whatever. Yeah, they do. You know what they call me for doing this show? People would call me up and call me the N-word. And by the time this conversation is done, half of the times I get an email that says, oh my God, I'm sorry. How can I support? Let me tell you something, folks. One of the things that we have allowed the plutocracy to do, and the plutocracy is not just Democrat. I mean, not just Republican. It's Democrat. It's everything. They are the ones that need us at each other's throats. Jolly understands the problem. I don't know if he understands the solution. The solution will always be engagement. But if you expect engagement to be a love fest where somebody's going to say, oh, thank you for showing me the light. That is not engagement. That is not reality. Engagement is going into places where they hate your guts. And when you leave there, they may not like you. They might not even respect you. But they may listen to you. And I tell you, folks, this election, 2022, if we just concentrate on one set of areas that we know we're going to win, especially the way this country is split up in between, we're minority rule. 2 senators in North Dakota and 2 senators in California. Come on now. The only way for us to make big strides in this country is to be the 50-state solution that used to be talked about. It's more than the 50-state solution. It's the all-county solution. It is the all-precinct solution. And that is what's going to give us the win. So join us. Let's get the ball rolling and let's do what we must do to win 2022. 2022 should be, based on the way the Republican Party is behaving now, 2022 should be a landslide for us. But we can't assume it's going to be ours. We got to go take it. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number 1, subscribe to our channel, and number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.